because there were a bunch of men, and this does tie into our movie tonight. There was a bunch of men who went to this thing called World War II and had some serious PTSD. Some got help, and when I say some, I say less than 9% got actual psychiatric help. The rest of them niggas drank, smoked, got the best of heroin, or took it out on their kids and wife.
Hey, it was the Hunger Games. They just looked at him, said, tapped him on the ass, and said, "May the best person win in life."
Look, and I hate to be that nigga, but guess what? If you are a woman, a black, a Mexican that didn't know any English, you were on the ish list all the way. Oh yeah, Chinese person, yes, you better be working it up. You better not have a real job. You better be in there cooking my wonton soup. That's how it was back then, bro.
Look.
Crab ragoon better be fresh.
This is why the red pill movement really gonna get an eye opening, because it's like she dares talk, and I'm like, dude, this ain't the 50s anymore.
Here's my thing. I love how the 1950s was just so, because like I said, everybody went to the war and really had true PTSD, and nobody got help.
This is why Gen Z folks, white people, especially Gen Z white men, sick of me. It's like, can we just go back to the 1950s? And I'm like, oh, when you beat your wives and racism was way more prevalent. Is that what you want? Because
I kill me. The white boys that say that.
First of all, the time travel actually existed. If we can put, the ones that you talk about there, Chris, if we took them in a time machine to that particular period and show them what it was really like, because they really thought it was, white picket fences and wait. They really thought it was white picket fences. Everything was literally in black and white, and you can open palm. No, hold on. You can open palm, slap your wife, like if she ever got out of line. When they see what it actually does look like during that time, this would be them.
I mean, look, this is those are the same guys that, like, to D's point on PTSD, there's a lot of younger white people that think, oh man, the war is like the video games. They came home and it was great. I'm like, no, maybe 2% were good. Maybe.
Y'all really hold on. Y'all really think it was
they saw that picture of that guy dipping the chicken.
Yeah, y'all really think y'all really think that the end result is you getting to kiss random girl from dipping her and kissing her like the freaking picture. No, it ain't like that. No.
You know what it was?
No. You want to know what it is? Oh, you want to know what it is? When you come back home, your psyche is gonna be looking at you like this, bruh. This is gonna be your psyche. Your psyche will be like this to you.
It's like the end of Jarhead when he came back from the Gulf War and that old dude came onto the bus like, yeah, America. And then all of a sudden you look into his eyes and he sat down and it was the shell shock of Nam in his eyes like, yeah, finally won.
No. You know what it was, y'all? You know what it was? It was a lot of this too. What's wrong, honey? Normandy. Oh my god. It's a lot of that.
And yet here I am laughing at the endless memes when somebody makes fun of boomers. And I'm like, this is sick.
You know what I don't like about
sometimes it's justified though, Chris.
True, you're right.
You want to know what I don't like a lot about Civil War stuff? It's because when they show the Civil War, they're not showing it what it needs to be. Because in Gettysburg, it was literal rivers.
It was a
fucking blood.
Oh, it was a bloodbath.
Same thing with Gettysburg. Same thing with Charleston. Same thing with
Motherfuckers was stepping over bodies as they were charging in. That shit wasn't no clean.
That's what I'm saying. Look, same thing when we come on, all of y'all love Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. Do you know how many dead bodies of your people you got to crawl over? Do you know that one scene in I swear to God, great filmmaking. That one scene in Game of Thrones where Jon Snow got caught up under that wave of people. He almost got trampled over. Oh my God, that shit was scary. You had to deal with that shit. It's not this clean battle shit. Y'all niggas been playing video games too long, man. Half y'all niggas can't run up the block. So how in the world are you wanting to go back to the 1950s? You're not even a quarter of your granddaddy. Shut up. Good Lord,
hey, did we just turn into Martin Sheen? I was in a real war.
Yeah, we did.
I feel know that way.
We did.
Nigga,
I feel it sometimes. You're right. You do kind of feel it. It's like,
I'm a millennial. You know what our parents said? I'm gonna give you a whole lot of sugar and do nothing for your mental capacity. Good fucking luck. Also,
here's some Starburst.
Also, guess what's still in taboo? Hitting children. That's still in taboo. We had to deal with that. Get your way.
You know, the other thing that's that I would say that makes us a part of that war, sir, is the fact that we went through a 20-year war, 20 plus year long war. We dealt with terrorism. We dealt with 4 economic disasters.
Look, I'm just
We
saying.
dealt with a lot of shit as a millennial.
All I'm saying is this. Going back
the
to
trade. Real quick. The trade-off is that we get to look younger than our actual age.
But the thing of it is,
because you want to know, what the fun thing for us was when we got to our mid 30s, and it was time to vote, and half of y'all people who are our age voted for Trump.
Yeah.
All you cool white kids voted for him.
well,
We had to
look,
see that.
Look. The reality is this.
And we possibly might.
And I'm talking millennials. I don't know why white millennials try to duck that thing. Yeah, we didn't vote for Trump. Yes, y'all did.
And guess what,
A bunch of y'all did.
And guess what, D? We just might see that again.
Let me pause real quick on that. If Biden was still in, I will believe you. I will believe you to a degree. Problem is, no, but the problem. No. Bullshit jokes off for a second here. Realistically, Trump burned all his cachet at this point. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. Now, am I saying it's an easy layup? No, you still need to keep your foot on the neck. Keep your foot on the neck. Keep your foot on the neck, which I'm happy for. Same time, it's not the layup like 2016 was.
It is not.
That's all I'm saying. Like so it isn't guaranteed. I'm not going to sit there and touchdown dance now, but at the same time, he burned his cachet across the board at this point. Like that's the problem.
Never underestimate white folk who are scared of Mexicans.
But here's the problem. But it's also
either way. Look, Chris. Either way, guys. So either way. Hey, anxiety. How you feel about all of this?
It sucks, man.
And is at the end of the day, I get where you're coming from. I think you kind of have to look at this just like, look, it ain't layup, but it's like when you burn through your cachet and you got even other white people looking at you like, I hate you. That's a real thing. People hated Bush Jr. and that's how we got Obama. We got Obama because white people was like, what's the worst that this black man can do? Fuck it, vote him in office.
No. Obama just had probably the greatest sales pitch campaign.
No. Sales pitch, you're right. But again, we came off of Trump. We came off of, why did I say Trump?
Yes.
We came off of Bush Jr. and people were like, fuck it, what's the worst can happen?
People were tired of him because because of how shit was going, for the 8 years that we had him. So we just figured right place, right time for the brother from Chicago. Okay. It was right place, right time. I'm saying where we are right now. I don't know. It's anybody's game. Put it like this. I'm not saying after one debate that, this is going to be a landslide victory for homegirl. No, it's not.
Yeah, no. All I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, it's not a layup, but I can also understand people holding their breath until the results on November hits. Because I'm gonna laugh when he does lose, and then they're gonna try to do January 6 2.0, and I hope it actually starts off with guns before they even step foot there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, there's gonna be a lot of
I'm not saying I want somebody to die. Don't get it twisted. I don't. But
no, I'm just saying, if it does happen, if we do get Jan 6 2.0, there's gonna be a lot of expired respawns.
All I'm saying is, if they try to do it, we need to do a 3BG live reaction of this possible fuckery. I feel we missed out on January 6th because at the moment, well, I'm saying missed out in the sense of talking about it because we all were just enraptured in the moment and it was there. But if they try to do 2.0 again, I'm gonna be like, I want to see how this turns out.
The only reason why I say no is because the camera game is going to be all fucked up. We're not going to be able to see anything until after the fact. We got to watch a whole bunch of IG lives and shit or periscopes. And like anyone who happens to be IRL streaming where we can get the real, because trying to watch this shit through the news ain't gonna work.
Yeah, but I don't want to follow some crazy white person on IG. Don't do that shit.
Who said it gotta be a crazy white person?
No, I'm just sorry. You stormed the Capitol. You crazy in my book. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. This ain't the 1776.
But it will be somebody doing it. No, but it will be somebody doing it for historical reasons because it is a moment in history.
Crazy white people.
No. I'm talking about the ones that will hang back and let all of the guinea pigs and test dummies go through trying to storm them first.
Even if you hang back,
they catch a 45 bullet to
the
noodle.
Even hanging back, I might as well watch news if you're gonna hang back. Either be bold enough to go in and go on IG Live or don't do it at all. That's all I'm saying.
Noodle. Yes, D.
But anyways, craziness. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes. Yeah, so Shutter Island was one of those movies I saw in theaters. And I think at the time I was more enraptured by the ending of it. And then it's one of those movies where all three of us watched it again. And you sit back and you're trying to pick up like, okay, where can you see the signs that where this all broke down at? And it was wild because I had a theory I had my theory of, it's when Andrew is on the boat and Mark Ruffalo's character slipped up a little bit and then course corrected. And he looked at him like, okay. D said it was the clothes he had on, which I didn't pay attention to because it looked like regular 1950s fucking clothes and shit, whatever and stuff.
Like it's so funny for me. When I first watched it, I just watched it. I didn't go to theaters. I didn't see it on theaters, but I remember the first time just liking it and just assuming that it was some weird step I missed, right? So about 2 years ago, I think it's about 2 years ago, I saw this movie again and I was like, oh shit. So blah, 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 we'll talk about it. And I was like, that's the ending. And then I watched it again when I was telling y'all about it. And then I was like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, D, I hate to be this person, but we're going to have to watch this movie one more time. And I was like, just talking to myself, like, why? Well, D, stop trying to find a hole and look at it for what it is.
But it's understandable why you saw the hole.
And when I said that, and also, D, I want you to look at it like a film critic. Look at this like a regular film. And I don't know why I told myself to step back like that. So at this point, I'm looking at the acting, I'm looking at the directing at this point. And everything I hear, and I'm noticing lines. And I remember throwing a line at y'all like, ha, 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 ha. I look at it again like, get the fuck out of here. They said it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You mean to tell me that this is like the ending is exactly what I think it is? He's fucking nuts. So
this
is what makes this movie great is that it's like Chrono Trigger. There's multiple endings. If you think how it goes, yes, it goes in one linear path, but the way everybody sees it, they see it differently. Yeah, he's crazy XXX. He's crazy XYX. He's crazy because of XXX. He's not crazy. Like you see what I'm saying? This is one of those movies where you can just that's what makes open ending so good. Me and Eris's favorite movie is The Thing. And The Thing technically has 3 endings. It really has 3 endings.
Yes, 3.
Yeah. Childs was the thing. Mm-hmm. McCready somehow was the thing. It's so stupid to me because I don't think it's true. Or number 3.
Well, they both froze to death. Done.
Neither of them.
Yeah, neither of them are the thing. They just don't trust each other.
About that, Eris. Even with the 3 endings, there's like 4 separate endings of all 4 of them, and what scenario is in. That's what make open ending movies so great, and that's why I always get mad when people see open endings. I get it in television when it's a series and it's an open ending. I can understand where gripes come from, but in movies sometimes, if it's set up well, it's like, Brava.
But my thing is this. So
you did it right.
so blowing up in this movie, just long story short. So basically the twist is basically because the build up to the twist is what's great to watch, but the twist is essentially he was actually put in jail because he killed his wife who was manic depressive, essentially. And because he's a former soldier, going to what Dee was saying about the PTSD, his logic was like, all right, she tried to burn the apartment that they were living in down. So in his eyes, it's like, okay, maybe if I change the scenery, whatever episode she's going through, it'll be done. No, she kept the party going. Yeah.
Come on, babe.
So
all we gotta do is go out to the country.
Yeah. So they go out to the country. She kept the party going, took her kids, drowned their ass, and put them at the table. And he came back like the fuck and killed her.
I gotta give it up to speaking of
that was more so a mercy killing because she said, "Please set me free."
True, but still killed her. You know,
because there's something about
you kind of had to. There was no coming back from that. You drowned not one but all three of your children.
Oh no, I'm killing you. I'm killing you. I'm killing you, really? Or the cops stop me from killing you. It's only two options. God forbid that happens to any of us. But if your significant other dunks their head in the water and kills them, you are within your right to punch and don't stop punching. You are well within your right, in my opinion, when it comes to shit like that. So I don't blame him for the killing, but he also snapped psychologically.
Yeah.
See, he couldn't take the fact that any of this thing went down, so he pretty much made it up. He made up the fact that all of it happened. He ended up going to a mental institution. Whole lot of shit happened, and a doctor decided, hey, we're going to try something new. We're going to try a new type of role-playing experiment to see if we can snap it. Now, I know what you're saying, quite a few of you. Wait. That's not what happened.
No,
and here's me. I don't all the way disagree with any of y'all. No, like as much as I am sure of the ending, y'all also kind of right.
No, the thing is that he's been there for the last 2 years.
And it's constantly like replaying a scenario to kind of see if they can gauge anything new, essentially, and stuff. And it's
what we ended up getting was a perfectly reconstructed simulation of Shadow Moses.
Oh, they really are, man. They ate this movie up.
they ate it all the way.
They ate it up, man. And rightfully so. It's a very well crafted movie because the trailers, and that's what I love about the trailer for this movie. It gives you the vibe that it's going to be like some mysterious supernatural movie, right? That's at least what I remember watching the trailer. Like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And then when you watch the movie and see the twist, and it's like, holy shit, this wasn't supernatural. This dude is just fucked in the head. And
it's a weird, here's the funny thing. I put this in during Halloween, knowing that this is really not a horror movie, but there's something about losing your mind that is absolutely terrifying.
Horror thriller.
To have your perception of life and everything switched over. You know what I mean? Just in an instant, like you thought you were normal. No, your life was a lie, and everything that you seen in a certain light was your brain telling you something different. No, you're fucking nuts. That's terrifying. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna do that. Anyway, go ahead.
This right here was a good dead giveaway, and you mentioned it before we did this podcast. The suit.
That suit looks like
the suit
what I
wearing.
wore. It looks like the suit that I wore going in my dad's closet. Like, look, Dad, I'm you. Shit.
No, when I see the suit, I was like, bro, who did he rob from the big and tall store? That's what I want to know.
Now I
especially the pants. Funny. You see like the belts on, but it's still parts of the pants.
Exactly. The way it's stuffed up. Now, some slacks in the 1950s, they were kind of set that way.
Steve Harvey
like they didn't have. Yeah, they didn't really look like they had a waist to them, but those look like they were way too big. Even when you see his shoes later on, they crept below it. His cuff was almost dragging on the ground, and not on some style shit because that wasn't the style back then. You know what I mean? So, dog, what the fuck is going on? And another thing, his fedora looks too big too.
Nah, the fedora actually
could be wrong.
It could be wrong. The fedora, if anything, it looks smaller when you compare it to the rest of the outfit.
One fun thing about going back into this movie was forgetting Mark Ruffalo's in this movie.
Yeah,
And
one tends to
interesting,
one tends to forget that that he was in this.
and here's the thing: Mark Ruffalo, Ben Kingsley, I think Ted Levine, oh fucking Tommy from Ghost. I mean from Ghost.
My
Tommy from
favorite,
Power.
my favorite wigger. Hey, my girl despises Power Force with Tommy. I'm like, I love that man. That is unhinged white man. Exactly. That is exactly. That is So you know what fucks me up? Anytime he's in a movie where he's not trying to be black, it fucks me up every
where
time.
he's just being white.
I forgot that he
so
was in. I forgot he was in Jack Reacher. Totally forgot he was the guy that got framed to be the sniper by John Courtney. Any other role where he's just a regular white dude, it's like, are you sure you're not cosplaying as suburban white guy here? Like, this is really throwing me off here.
Actually, you just caught me on my weekend outfit.
He actually kind of talks like that. That's the sick part. Not directly, but like when you do interviews, it's like, huh?
Oh, he's a regular white guy.
Threw me off there.
Call me in the first half, sir.
Caucasian. Ordinary Caucasian. That's what he is. Like
we're just ordinary people.
Like, but these are like I was laughing because I'm like, well, Ben King. This is our first time doing Ben Kingsley movie.
Oh, I love me some
where
Ben
he's
Kingsley,
in
man.
it.
Yeah. Me and D in the early 3BG had a running joke about Sexy Beast.
Oh, don't talk
shout,
too loud.
Shout out to Kevin Smith and put the Smodcast for that one because I was like, holy crap! I thought I was the only one that remembers Sexy Beast.
It's a great heist movie too.
Oh yes, anyway. It is.
But anyway, Ben Kingsley is the fucking man. I'm sorry, my wife will kick my ass, Sir Ben Kingsley. You better put some respect on it, yeah. But Ben
Gandhi,
Kingsley is
sir. Gandhi.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley is an incredible actor. Even when you like, he's done some shitty movies, but he hasn't done what I call Christopher Lee territory of shitty movies.
He could, and he'll knock it out. Look, D. Don't. Hey. Ben Kingsley is going to be on a Tubi screen near you. I smell it. I smell it.
Never.
At least one movie. At least one movie on Tubi.
I don't know.
All right, both of y'all. What's that? Uday Kier? Or that weird German
nigga?
Yeah, Kier. Yeah, he's not in that territory. So don't you put that on Ben Kingsley, dog.
But Uday Kier, I like him. I like him though.
But he don't say no to anything.
I could see Ben Kingsley being evil rich white man in a Jeff Speakman movie back in the day.
Oh man, he would have ate. He would.
Come on, Ben Kingsley playing evil evil financed white man in a Jeff Speakman movie.
Look, Tevin, there were a lot of people in the Love Guru that were really, they're lucky their career didn't tank after that shit.
They got a bunch of people got clipped for that movie, man.
There are movies in society that you look at actors.
Stephen Colbert to this day goes, yeah, I survived it.
Somehow I shouldn't be here.
There's some high profile actors that have been in some movies where I'm like, you are so lucky that movie didn't kill your fucking career. What was that Eddie Murphy movie where he was inside of a robot as a little person or whatever?
I forgot the name of that. I know what you're talking about.
That movie, I knew some people that was in that movie. You haven't seen them in any movie since, and I was like, ooh, damn, that sucks. Was it Meet Dave? Yeah,
but Ben Kingsley is a 2-time Golden Globe Award winner, 1-time Grammy winner, 1-time Academy Award winner.
You want a Grammy?
You want a Grammy? He must have been speaking. It might have been.
Is he about to be on the EGOT territory? Is he EGOT? It smells like he could be EGOT.
Is he? No, he ain't EGOT because he got to be Tony Awards. He ain't won nothing.
I thought he's done, bro. I'm shocked because I know Ben Kingsley has done stage theater, so I'm like, he didn't get a Tony.
He's done Shakespeare. Shakespeare is different.
That's not worthy of Tony.
No, they get like something totally different or some shit like that. I'm trying to see what he got.
It don't work that way. You got to do Shakespeare in love, sir.
But see, here's my thing.
He did spoken word. He did a spoken word album. 2 spoken word albums.
All I'm saying is, Ben.
The words of Gandhi.
Sir, Ben, all I'm saying is, Ben Kingsley, sir, if you want that Tony Award, come to us. Gandhi on
Come
ice.
to us for what? What? Gandhi on the Chris?
Gandhi on
stop
ice.
it, sir. Stop it. I don't know.
If Gandhi on ice happens, D, at some point in another 10, 15 years, I'm gonna be really mad at you for this. I'm like, I put this.
Nigga, I don't know nothing about Indian people. All I know is curry and dowsing. I feel so wrong. Okay, so I know nothing of Indian people. I know that's about it. It's very limited.
I mean, I'm Punjabi
I know what
MC, so I got
Mumbai
that's I Punjabi MC, so that's three. That's one more than you.
I can point on a map where the Punjab is, but I can shut up. Shut up.
Hey, me and Eris did watch the Monkey Man movie, so there you go. Support.
It's all right. So nah, I ain't gonna do it. Monkey Man was actually cool as fuck. Oh,
Indian John Wick, it was great.
Like, come on, man. I Great Khali, Jinder Mahal,
Oh,
Bollywood movies.
RRR,
You know,
love it.
you know those movies where it be an old fat Indian dude. He grabs like the ground and lifts up everything and throws a whole city at somebody. You know that shit.
Love
That's
it.
all I know about the Indian people. I don't believe in the stereotypes. I don't believe in the stereotypes because you know the niggas who I fuck with all the time is actually the Pakistani niggas. And I know y'all might be beefing with them niggas and some shit, so I don't want to become between that shit. That's not true. I don't fuck with either of them. The point is,
Sir, they've been great for Easter.
I know more.
Okay?
The real talk. I know more Pakistani people, and I actually know a lot about. I know a good amount about Pakistan. I know nothing of India, so we were fucked. With what I'm saying. Hey D, did you write that? Look, like D, did you write that screenplay? Hey Chris, we're gonna be in trouble.
Gandhi and Ice coming to a
Gandhi on Ice.
come to a stage near you,
This racism is killing me inside.
bro. Hey, sir, do not be giving 50-year-old Eminem ideas, okay? Because you know some white person's gonna come to him for the rights to 8 Mile to get that happening. You know it.
It is going to be some girl playing Eminem on stage, and it's going to be bold.
You better lose yourself in the.
It just reminds me
You
of.
better never let it
Knees
go.
weak, arms is heavy.
It just reminds me.
Mom spaghetti.
We got to bring back. We got to bring back.
Mom spaghetti.
Now you have to bring back the Dangerous Minds, Michelle Pfeiffer, Kufi, and that, like, you know, just saying.
We are not.
I will never live that down. I will never live that down.
Eris was on the fucking ground,
Mm-mm.
out of it.
Mm-mm.
And Dee showed that to me earlier, and I was in tears. Eris just did like just the oldest yell.
It was because I was not ready for that. I didn't ask for any of that.
You know who didn't ask for it? The lady that did this to Leo. That was my telltale sign something was up because she was looking at Leo intensely like, bro, no.
My problem.
The teeth?
No. My problem was everybody was so damn calm with DiCaprio.
That looks like angry cat lady.
That's what threw me off. That was the other the other thing, like the other kind of giveaway. It's like if you think about it, like everybody was so calm. You know, they kind of gave that, all right, let's see what he does energy, you know?
Well, D pointed out, like, I think, no, was it you or D that pointed out, like, how all the cops were just intensely looking at Leo? And again, that's something else I didn't really pay attention to until y'all brought it up. And I was like,
they were intensely looking at him. They were intensely looking at him, but at the same time, they had that energy of, all right, we can't break character. But we gotta be ready for anything, but let's not break character.
Look at Captain with the soldier with everybody sweating on the elevator.
Hey, real quick, before we get started, does anybody want to get out of here?
I said that shit. I was like, first off, I was looking at that black business guy like, bro, Cap is about to push your shit in. You might want to be prepared and buckle up.
Like, nigga, hit that emergency stop button right now.
When Cap looked at the beads of sweat, I was like, I'd be sweating too. It's Cap, like, bro, like, sorry.
No matter what I try to do, he's gonna counterattack. He's got counterattacks to whatever I throw.
Hydra really set me up for failure with this shit here.
You got a prime roided
The
up
401k ain't worth it, dog.
You got a roided up Scott Steiner for America sitting right in front of you.
You really think you're gonna do something? Like, nah, bro, nah.
Another one did give away that got me ears. Well, it was so obvious. I knew that Mark Ruffalo's character was compromised. The second they said, "I'm gonna need your guns," no. Federal law says we can. No. Federal law
Article
says you
13.8.
spin around. My final word: give me your guns, or you're getting back on that boat. Now, they knew that he was never gonna get back on that boat. So he gives up his gun. Mark Ruffalo takes his gun out. Takes him all day to get it off his belt. And the way it was folded up, he just had even Leo was like,
the fuck?
Okay, whatever, man. And that's when he walked in. They saw all the crazy people on the lawn and shit, and they all taken care of. You see that one lady, clearly she had a lobotomy, but everything's all right.
Gee, I can tell. Was it the bald head?
Was it the eyes? Was the pooling eyes of death? Like of death? Is that what it is?
There's a lot of things that is
that is the Las Plagas eyes.
Eris, I'm sorry. I'm with Chris. That's a white woman at 48. Don't do that. Okay.
It's Las Plagas, nigga.
Sir, that is a white one. That is a white woman at 22. Hard
Stop
drinking.
it. Stop
Hard
it.
drinking. Hard drinking.
That is not a white woman at 22. White woman at 22 in the 1950s? Okay.
I got the polio shot.
No, 22-year-old white woman that's been going through some shit.
What them guns do, Grandma?
Went to a few jazz clubs. It's all good.
Why is that the jazz?
Went to a jazz club that went wrong.
I love it, Daddy-O. Remember they said Daddy-O back then.
White people slang was weird. Except for nigger. They really
people,
love saying
black
that.
people made up. I think much like everything, black people make up a word, white people take it from us. Stop.
Hey, love ain't blind with those two. Put those two in the movie. Hey, I will watch that, man. My man on the couch while she out here being crazy and shit. That is a sitcom on CBS. All right.
Dog, let me look. So
At
they
some
go in
point,
there,
the
big
winner is
hit.
gonna take her.
So the whole point of them going in there is to investigate somebody disappeared.
A woman disappears.
Yeah. So the only thing they find in there is a note that said something about the rule of four. We'll come back to that because that's some psychological shit about the rule of four and all the rest of that. Just store it in your brain. D didn't know that was a thing until I watched.
Think about it.
Movie.
I think we need to put a kufi on them as open your third eye, which is
only
no,
Kofi,
man.
the only
Come on,
Kofi,
that's
no,
fucked up.
no, only Kofi picture we keeping is the Chucky.
Oh, yeah.
I did, and I think Beat Takeshi don't like black people. Then he spit on Omar.
He made a whole movie around
all I'm saying is I feel like if Beat Takeshi had a Twitter, it would have BLM in it in Japanese or something like that.
No, he was a picture of him and Omar Epps hanging out backstage, behind the scenes.
BLM, him and Omar Epps.
No, it's him and not an obscure black person, but beat. Like
him and MJ at a concert.
Not MJ.
Right.
I think you can expect MJ. Somebody you ain't looking for. Busta Rhymes.
Okay. Well,
all right. He was in Japan. He was in Japan at that time, I guess. I don't know. Like, what the fuck? Like a random, you would expect, like him and Diane Warwick. Like,
man.
Cool, beat.
Love Dionne Warwick.
Knight.
Crazy.
Him and Gladys Knight. That's another one. Like,
no,
all right,
cool. No.
There's a random black celebrity.
No. It would be him and Isaac Hayes.
Man.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Like,
See, I was gonna say Quincy Jones, but Isaac Hayes.
Nah, Quincy Jones, that's too on the nose. That's way too on the nose. Give it to Isaac.
Straight up, no.
Give it to Black Moses, nigga. That's what it needs to go to Black Moses.
It'd be a picture where it's just smiling. Him and Teddy Pendergrass with a little type of smile.
I mean, at this point, it's like
Teddy Pendergrass, nigga.
I mean, you're right. It's like
something like that. You know what I mean?
It's like in my head, I'm already prepared. Like Kojima posts the old picture, like he always does on social media, which is fun. And you find out Kojima met Isaac Hayes before he died, and it's like, when the fuck did this happen? Like, goddamn, like Kojima he's been doing that shit recently, where he just pops up with some celeb, and you're like, well, they're not in Death Stranding, so what the hell is this for?
Harris. I wonder what Kojima doing right now. Bet he had a party.
Eating cheese, watching the Celtics.
Lily's over there, like, he's actually amazed how good the cheese is. Go ahead, Harris, do it. Go ahead, do your best Japanese man. You can do it. Do it. Come on, be my hero.
No, see, because Kojima's been hanging out. He's been doing a lot of hanging out in Washington, D.C. So I really think we would actually hear, damn, this is some good ass cheese.
I bet Harris, did he get mad because nobody told him how good the cheese was? Go ahead, do it. You know you want to do it.
Well, see, and when you get mad, because he'll still be rocking the Kojima glasses, walks up to somebody, take off the glasses. How come he ain't tell me cheese was good? Motherfucker.
Somebody yelling off in the background. That's why Metal Gear Solid is a fucking piece of donkey shit.
He leaps
over.
Fuck Harris. Fuck Metal Gear Acid, you bitch.
No. Somebody says fuck Metal Gear Acid. Here's Kojima. I had nothing to do with that.
That was out of my control here.
That wasn't me. I wasn't even in the studio.
You sold your rights to Machiko game, you motherfucker.
Again, that wasn't me. That was Konami.
This funds Death Stranding. Fuck you.
It was a really good game. Y'all just didn't want to accept it. The Western audience don't understand my genius.
It's like, sir, if I wanted to watch The Postman, I'll just watch the fucking movie and not play it.
If I wanted to
I love that movie.
Hey, Harris, hey guys, if I want to watch The Postman, I shoot myself. I hated that movie.
I really did.
How does Kevin Costner keep getting work? That's all I want to know.
That is the most ambitious shit next to this fucking Western that he did, which is basically Yellowstone 2.0 again.
No. The other one he did, the other one was Waterworld. Remember Waterworld? That weird dumb shit. Like, yo, how does Kevin?
I'm sorry, because he put out Yellowstone 2.0 in movie form recently, and I'm like, all right, Kev, I get it, but bro,
I heard it was okay, but it was boring.
It's like, where's Yellowstone coming back?
Kevin Costner does, like everything he does.
Hey, Lorenz Tate, he's lucky the Postman didn't sink his. I forgot Lorenz Tate was in that movie.
Oh Lord, oh my God.
But the whole there's a moment. And Eris pointed this out to me. It went very peak white man when he's explaining everything. And again, clocking the time period, he said the hard ER, and it was just so flowing. And I'm like, right, it's the 50s.
No. First of all, it wasn't just hard R, okay? It was It was other hard R.
Oh yes. Oh.
It was the other hard R, and then black hard R.
These pronouns to the hard R now. What are we doing?
Yes,
Like,
it is. It always have been. White people find different levels and degrees to call us an N-word, or other people of other ethnicities N-words.
I mean,
they got names for everybody.
What made it worse was that he said, "Gas them."
That was crazy to me because it's
very
like
1950s.
It's one of those
1950s.
It's one of those his feelings before he got into that racist tirade valid because it's like, why did you kill the kids? What the fuck? Like, so it's like, I feel you, gas him, and then it's like, whoa, why are you lumping her with us? Like, the fuck? Like, what did I do?
It's like, what do we do?
So you're like, we're looking for Rachel. Do you know where it is? And of course, he drives him nuts. He does this little thing where he just rubs
Yeah.
in the fucking pencil. He's like, stop it, stop it, stop it, and all the rest of that shit.
I'm like,
And
how
the
did you
next
know
person,
that would me? I'm going, wait, how did you know that would get him? How do you know that's what makes him tick? How do you know that would make him cry?
that's a dead giveaway. I didn't know either, Harris.
Yeah, I was like, wait, how did he know this?
Did he
Look
say
through
that?
the looking glass here, people.
Yeah. I mean, look, sir, that's the theme of this movie.
Now, the next part, I had to look at when I watched this the last time, which was with the beer goggles off. Like you saw a woman they started interviewing.
Mhm.
And the one thing I noticed off the break was she kept looking over at Mark Ruffalo's character. It is very noticeable.
She was trying to get answers. Like, what do you want me to say?
Like, yeah, I just keep understand how you do. You know, like it's like she keeps looking over there. The other thing I noticed was the guards that were there, the
Mhm.
guards that were behind them. There was this weird type of they're looking at one person in particular, and it wasn't the inmate. You know what I mean? It's like their focus wasn't so much on them as it was on Leo. And while she's there, she asked for a cup of water, and Mark gets up and walks away. She immediately grabs his notes, writes something down, which she writes down, run, and gives it back to him. And she's like, thank you for giving my, like, he got some water. She's like, thanks. You see her do this. And when she puts it down, the cup of water was already down there. He's like, wait a minute. How did it, wait. It wasn't down there. It was like, when she put it down, wait a minute. How she put something down? She didn't drink nothing. What just happened? And then I had to look at it one more time. And there's something that Scorsese does with his movies. He always does stuff with the eyes. One of Eris's favorites, one of my favorite scenes in Goodfellas was a very quiet scene where he told Henry, "I need you to go down to Florida." And he does this, put on his glasses.
What's the glasses?
Now I don't have the Coke bottle glass with his eyes all big, but he looks up, and Scorsese does this very well. Pauses it for half a second, and then it switches over to Henry, and Henry has this look of, when he starts breathing in, it's like, oh shit, Henry knows he's lying. You can see it in his eyes, he's lying. Because every time they say with the thing when they have eyes, when you focus on somebody's eyes in a movie, that's supposed to be a trusting look. It's supposed to be, I need you to pay attention to what.
Well, that's what makes the pause when he said,
you can look at me and understand. But the fact that it paused for half a second gave you
wait, no, D. See, it wasn't even just a pause. The moment he goes into the monologue is really what sets it up, because it's the pause followed by Henry going, Jimmy has never asked me to whack anybody ever.
And that's what makes the pause funny, when he was like, and that's when I knew.
And that's when he puts the cigarette back in his mouth and he's like, you have a problem going down there to, take care of that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, I wouldn't. Puts out the cigarette, looks back at the camera. That's when I knew I would never come back from Florida alive.
And that's another thing that, like, and when you see homegirl's eyes darting back,
can I get another cup of coffee?
I'm
sorry. That was my favorite part. Was that the break up that tension? Waitress comes by. Yeah, can I get another
jelly,
cup of coffee?
anything, shit.
Nah. The one that has both of y'all.
We get 2 blankets. What? Just give me something.
The one that has both of y'all in tears. Just go back there. Oh, that's all right, Jimmy. I'll be back in the car.
And that's another thing that Scorsese does very well too. Hold up, Chris. That actually opens up another style that Scorsese has. Much like the first scene in the movie where you see the guards looking at what's the Shut up.
It's that. The slow.
Two unsavory guys looking at her like they about ready to rape her, and I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You wouldn't even settle with that shit.
Nah, I heard one of them say, I swear I heard one of them say, yeah, all right, you ready?
Ooh, both of you. Look, Eris, hold up. And what both of y'all did.
Dave's having a wonderful sound system. The shit you hear, but not
Harris, but you did something that both of y'all did something there. Yeah. Let me start with you, Harris, real quick. When you did the little, hey, I did. When he was like, hey, let's do whatever. I also heard a click of a gun. You also had heard like something metal. I can't say exactly a gun. Scorsese does that a lot, where people are out of focus and you can't see what they're doing. But he also plays with audio too. So there's one scene in the movie where, remember, they disappeared and he came back in, and everybody was like in the vest in the in the middle of the in the middle of the hall where everybody was. And you see everybody talking, and you hear somebody constantly. It's even in the subtitles. It says, "Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Just don't look at him. Don't look at him." And you hear homegirl, who we just talking about, who kept on darting her eyes and being all crazy. Like she was like this. I don't like what's going on. I don't want to do this. Like they like don't look at it. You hear her say that clear as day. It is like, but here's the thing: because everything happens so fast, you don't pick up on it. It's one of the things like you don't pick up on it unless you go through it a rerun or some shit. Scorsese does that all the fucking time, young. He does it. It's those little subtle things that really draws it out, and that's why I sit there like, wait a minute, this nigga really is crazy.
Now, but I will say this: there is a moment though. So there's a moment where they're climbing, and then again, if not knowing the twist and you're watching it, that's where I thought it was going to be one of those ghost psychological thrillers, because they're climbing up, and then as they're climbing down, he ends up falling. I think was it Ruffalo? Yeah, Ruffalo ends up falling down. Ruffalo, yeah. They don't find the body. So he's like,
it was implied that he fell down because when he says grabs him by the scruff of the neck and goes, "I'm going to that lighthouse alone." Okay, all right.
Forced it.
I'm like, all right. So when he takes off, I like how he gets like a good several feet away from him, and here's Ruffalo. All right, here's what I'm gonna do: put the cigarette down, make it look like I jumped off. Because he comes back looking for him, and he's like, "Where the hell's my partner? Where's my partner?" He only sees the cigarette at the edge of the cliff, and he looks down and he sees what he thinks is Mark Ruffalo's character laying on the freaking rocks. So when he finally manages to climb down,
by the way, you just climbed down?
Yeah, just casually climbed down. After, again, Mark trying to make sure that, no accident is on his hands or his conscience by trying to divert him in the opposite direction. Like, we shouldn't do this, man. We should not be trying to climb down. So he ends up climbing down anyway because he thinks that he's down there. I swear this was great camera. This was great camera tricks, because from the top, yeah, it did look like he took a full-on fall on the rocks. When as soon as Leonardo turns around and sees what he thought was his body, it was like a perfectly faded white painted outline in the shape of Mark Ruffalo's character.
Bird shit, probably. Bird shit.
But I think when they laid it on,
I was like, oh my God, this dude's losing it.
But I think it doesn't help that like everybody's been laying it on really thick towards them on they're doing experiments with people and blah blah blah. I'm like, y'all guys are really laying this shit on thick here, like why keep that up? But I guess it adds to keeping Andrew in the mix.
After 2 years, Chris, I mean, I think at this point, why not?
Eris is right. Why not?
My thing is this.
I'm sorry, Chris. I would go even further and say, they're actually keeping alien corpses at the base of the lighthouse.
My thing is
under the lighthouse.
My thing is this. It's one thing for one person there to bring that up. Cool, fine. It's another when somebody else says it, but it just feels like you're just repeating what somebody else did, to where it's like, you're not really doing anything different here, guys, on keeping that up here, because otherwise,
Especially when Earl Girl says, "I'm always moving." And like, she said, like every couple of days, I'm never in the same spot. I'm like, but it's an island. Eventually, someone's going to stumble. I'm like, eventually, someone's going to. No. It's an island. Eventually, somebody's gonna stumble across one of your rotated hiding places.
Exactly.
That's why that doesn't make sense. With like for
Again,
the
what are
people
you
say
eating?
no one's ever gonna find me.
What the fuck are you eating? Is it like people leave bags of Cheetos on the ground and you just get like, what the? How are you surviving? Like none of that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, but again, but to your point, Sue, you're right. 2 years, you can lay it on thick. That's cool. I mean, aliens would have been funny as shit. Like, there's actually aliens here. Okay.
He said they do they do experiments on brains.
They fucking do brain exam. They do brain exams downstairs in the basement. I knew it. They were fucking doing it.
No.
The last 2 years. The Congress was behind it, and they knew
wait.
it.
Wait. No. They're doing brain experiments. You know, the kind of let's open it and pull on wires and see what happens kind of experience. The way that she just worded all that, I'm like, even I would have said, do you have any proof of this? Because
cite your sources, ma'am. Cite your sources.
What's the source?
And
look. I know it's 1950. You know, I know it's 50. You know, like I know it's 55 and all, but I need a source. I need something. Show me the microfilm. Show me the microfilm.
It's like, isn't it like the Whitney Houston? Show me the receipts.
Yes, I need receipts. Show me the microfilm.
My God. Wait a minute. So what did they give you? Like, so what did they give you? You getting the shakes and all that? I just, yeah, I am. She was like, my God, tell me you've been smoking your own cigarettes. He was like, no, I haven't. Now, here's the thing.
She said, at the very least, you've been smoking your own cigarettes. And I was like, oh, this goes back to when he said, yeah, you know, your cigarettes got completely soaked in the storm. So, you know, here's some for you. And I'm like, wait, why is the orderly just given?
You don't give people, you give them maybe one cigarette, but not the whole pack.
No, not just one. He gave him 2 packs. He gave him 2 whole packs.
But here's the thing about that really gets me too. Is like even if there was some type of drug in the if there was some type of drug in the cigarettes, I get it. That's that spy shit, but something tells me it ain't that easy, because if that was the case, everybody's been smoking those same cigarettes. Him and Ruffalo been smoking the same cigarettes, so Ruffalo will have some type of effect to him too, but he doesn't. So why just him? I can understand, you know, the ones with the pink line on them or some shit. It's you know, whatever. But I don't feel like that's still too easy to say that it has something to do with the cigarettes. I feel like a lot of shit in this shit is just a straight up MacGuffin. It's a straight up red herring. You know what I mean?
No, it feels that way, but I mean, in my opinion, it could have been worse. You know, after the storm, you know, could have got swiped with that rice and cigarette pack. You know what I'm saying?
As
could have pulled,
you
know, so could have pulled the Lavelle Crawford. You know, like, yep, I got that. There you go.
It's called that was the case.
The Huel switcheroo.
The ending of the movie, we found out Shutter Island is a fever pitch dream of a dying Leonardo DiCaprio as he smoked a rice and
hold up. Don't say that, because there's people that believe that. There's people that believe something kind of like that.
But now, what were you gonna say, D?
Oh, homegirl, like it's like this. I understand that we don't believe that homegirl could just run out there like that, but we gotta understand. She wasn't fucking around. She wasn't fucking around. But that also being said is this.
And her bouldering skills is on point.
Oh yeah, it was rap.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question. Did any of that actually happen?
Maybe.
That is the part that
it's 50-50, because again, it does, you're right, it does make you question every interaction. Like
when he goes into the crazy ward, you can believe the shit, you can believe all of that is real. But for some reason, hers, certain things weren't right. Certain things didn't click. And like you said, Eris, how are you living outside? For how long?
In a cave.
Let's give you a year.
Cliffside cave.
Unless you actually sparking up a fire every night. Unless you sparking up a fire every night.
Somebody's going to see the fire.
Yeah.
No, better yet, how are you catching? How are you able to eat on that island inside of a cave, cliffside?
Points were made.
Also, the island just went through a hurricane, which, by the way, fuck y'all niggas on Reddit. Apparently, there was never a storm. The one giveaway is this, y'all. And
Somebody in the background with
I
foil,
don't-
the storm and shit. Is that what they did?
No, true. No. Eric, Chris, I'm with you.
Best question in the world. Did you like
I-
God's gift? Did you like God's gift?
Something about that didn't feel right either. Because here's the thing. When they first walk into the crazy house, yeah, I'm calling it a crazy house. But anyway, when they first walk into the asylum, you notice the grounds look pristine. There was just a big, huge storm. Why in 2 days, when he goes out there to get his lobotomy, why does everything look clean? Like nothing happened. Trees aren't fell over. Nothing's wrong. Did the storm actually happen?
I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
Well,
you see what I'm saying? Lord, man.
I mean, look, that's why I said when you said the storm was never real, I was like, don't say that, sir. Don't do that to me, because I believe the storm was real.
I believe the storm was real too, but something about it don't add up either. That's the thing. Something's not right with the storm. Not that saying that it didn't happen, just that if they faked it, how the fuck they fake it? Was it really all this burn?
But here's my thing is, I think
clearly water everywhere.
2 years.
So you thinking that all of this is a drawn out thing they doing?
I would say
different variations of a scenario.
And I'm saying that in the span of him being there for 2 years, and the fact that Ben Kingsley, like Dr. John Cowley, has been trying to come up with any and every scenario possible to snap this man back to sanity. I want to know what your other trials were. I'm interested in seeing that, because this perfectly reconstructed S3 plan, the solid state simulation that you gave Leo here.
Oh, because it really is when you think about it.
You know, this was brava. I like S tier, 10 out of 10. Would do it again. I really want to know what the other experiments were, because holy shit.
Well, Eris, when you have your lead doctor, your lead surgeon be the great Max von Sydow, who is very Dirt Reiki in this movie, you can only imagine. You can only imagine what German shit went down in that facility. But that's the funny thing. That was a dead giveaway early in the movie too. When he was talking to Ben Kingsley, he was talking about certain things. He said, I don't believe in pharmacology. I don't believe in that. I believe in something more breakthrough, something more hands-on, and that's going to be revolutionary, something that's going to break away from usual medicine. He says that early in the movie, letting you know, oh, you dumb motherfucker.
No, but I'm gonna say this.
He's trying to Eris. He's like, you don't understand. You're the guinea pig.
Hey, I gotta be honest with you. I kind of clocked it with Ben Kingsley.
Gotta be honest. You're patient zero, and you don't know it.
I think
by far, you are the most dangerous patient that we've had.
I think the thing with Ben, I mean, it really is
long-term booking the movie.
Trust the process.
So it's trust the process, long-term booking. Also, if you believe that they're making him go crazy and everything that he's seeing is true, it's Gaslight Island, because they are totally gaslighting this nigga to believe
I got one for you. I know you use long-term booking. That was a great one. Oh God. You said gaslight, dude. That's another.
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. And thus, that's why women get pissed off when you call them crazy. Yeah, it's like the fuck out.
Oh no! Damn it! I had one too.
No, my favorite in the movie, he was like this. He said, "We gotta talk about that, doctor." What are you talking about? We've been talking the whole time. Now, if you believe that he's crazy, Eris, what you said, 2
2
years.
years.
The flip side of that, what are you talking about? We've been talking about. Stop gaslighting him. Stop gaslighting him.
But also Ben Kingsley at the same time.
So I win.
And see, that's another thing. When I
'Cause
went through this the last time, Chris, when I went through this last time, I was like, now D, also Ben Kingsley and Max von Sydow, despite it being Max goddamn Sydow, they're not the bad guys. Look at it that way, and that's another thing that kind of got me with this movie.
That is the white. That is that is the white man trying to force you into saying that they're not the villains. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't you come in here? Don't you come in here, Talcum Xing the situation, just blaming a white man for no reason.
Same time though.
Because his wife killed his kids, nigga. Like,
At the same time, did y'all laugh at how Ben Kingsley got giddy when they got inside the prison of the supposed disappearing woman and Leo found the note and he got happy like, oh my God, he found the note. Oh God. I'm like, oh, easy,
by
sir.
Jove,
Easy.
look what you found.
It is sick. It is sick.
That was one of those things. Look,
There's
guys, he got the pebble. Let's all praise him for finding the pebble.
Huzzah.
There's a mysterious note. Will you pick it up? Yes or no?
Yes.
Boy, the only thing was missing is when Leo picked it up, Ben Kingsley going do 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 do.
Uncharted.
No, it was
Uncharted. Press the middle button to unfold the note.
Nah.
Hold on, Chris. Look, this comes up. Flip note.
Get the fold.
Dude, hey, Naughty Dog.
R1.
Naughty Dog. All I'm saying is give us Shutter Island the video game and I will play it.
Hold on. You playing around with the analog stick.
Just give me Shutter Island the game. I'll play the shit out of it.
Oh my gosh, man.
Actually, we did get a video game from, what was the name of that movie where they were in Dubai in the sands and shit, and it was a storm?
Oh, yeah. That was Spec Ops.
Spec Ops was kind of sort of like some Shutter.
You
okay.
saying that?
You got to play that.
Oh, you got to play it. But
yeah.
Minor spoiler, but basically it's on some Shutter Island shit where when you play through the game and you get to the end of you're like, wait a minute. So was this all in his mind? Was this maybe? Shit.
Did you just fuck with me, game? Did you just fuck with me?
Swear to God, that is exactly what Spec Ops does, and it fucked everybody up because on the surface it looks like a very throwaway Uncharted 2-esque game, but then like when you play it, you're like,
no, it was more Gears of War because it was a cover shooter.
Yeah, cover shooter. But like when you play it, you're like, okay, this is good. I'm really kind of curious on what the fuck is going on.
Like especially when it came to like decision, there's like a big, not making any spoilers, but there's like a big decision that you got to make.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put it to you like this: fucked up shit happens whether you press the button or not.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, that's like Shutter Island, where it's like, this is Kobayashi Maru shit here. You know, no, absolutely not. That's Leo the whole movie. You might as well call it the Kobayashi Maru the movie shit.
Speaking of which, y'all.
Wait, why?
What's up, Casey Jones?
Yeah.
Sir, you gotta put some respect on Elias Koteas playing Elias Koteas.
I will. You know how? What are you buying?
That is pure merchant vibe.
Mr. Andrew, do you need weapons? Welcome.
The fact that he's no. How about when he first meets him, he goes, he sparks the match and goes, "Hey, no hard feelings, no hard feelings."
Gotta be honest with you. Any guy,
No hard feelings.
any guys that has a stapler stashed to his face and shit is somebody that I do not want to talk to.
That's good 1950s staples. I love it.
Oh yeah, when it meant something. Not these pussy
He was
staples
like,
that they got in
hey, you know what
America.
he was like? Hey, Aris, you know what he was like? He was like, matches. And Leo was like, matches? Matches? First, you gotta know what a campfire is before you know what a match is.
No. Y'all mentioned the
That was the
staples.
best I could do.
No. I was gonna mention before I forget. The staples, son. That's a brand that doesn't exist anymore, sir. That is Kenneth brand staples.
It really,
Kenneth brand staple. What?
that's a staple out in World War One. You get cut in the stomach. All right, close it together. You're all right. Don't I need don't I need medicine after you staple it? You be fine. And then
Like,
Hey,
man.
y'all fine. Go upstairs and get yourself some chicken soup. That would be the best way to get over it.
drink this iodine. You'll be
And then
fine.
Dog. They turn look.
When we get to Norway, I'll get you some Mercurochrome.
Some penicillin.
Hey,
and a
check it out.
penicillin shot.
Hey, check it out. 20 years later.
Giant ass fucking tablet that you gotta fucking put up your ass.
Hey, 20
But
years
here.
later.
So go down to the store.
Hey,
I'm gonna need the following.
Because of that, 24 years later, in 1977, they go into the doctor with their daughters, and the doctor's like this. Well, sir, you know you're a World War II vet. Thank you for your service. Do you know that you had tetanus for the last 27 years?
Wow, that's why I was walking with a limp.
The hell is Texas? What the hell is Texas, you pussy? I was in a real war, World War II. That's great, Mr. That's great. That's great, Mr. Jackson.
I punched a Nazi in the face.
Those Krauts didn't go nowhere because of me.
This is a guy that will sit there and see some kid that got cut up in fucking the war in Iraq and be like, pussy, you see this face? It's a real war.
Now, you know what I
Bomb
like to
exploded
believe?
on my face. The Germans came after us.
You know what I would like to believe? I would like to believe, since he's been there for 2 years, Leo did that.
Oh. Ooh.
That's
a new
the
plot
thing.
one. That's a new plot
That's the
one
thing.
there.
First off, no, he did, but not to this man. No, he did it to somebody else, which I had the picture of it, but they wouldn't let me put the picture of it, of Jackie Earl Haley. Jackie Earl Haley played this,
George Noyce.
Gotta be honest with you. Jackie Earl Haley is another one of those actors that it's like, clearly that's a boomer actor. It's like, oh, the guy from Bad News Bears. And then like me, because I've retroactively watched that movie, it's like, yeah, he actually been acting for quite a fucking long ass goddamn time. And he's actually really good.
He's pretty much in every Bad News Bears movie.
Hey,
Jackie Earl Haley.
Them checks.
He came in this thing full Boston scumbag.
Oh, yes, he is.
I'm in here because of you. I'm here because of you.
And that's why he was the best Rorschach ever.
Basically, what you hear Rorschach talking about was that the reason, like, he was about to be out there. He knew this crazy place was a crazy place. He knew there's some fuck shit going down. But the fuck shit going down was the shit going on with you. And then when I mentioned that dude, when I mentioned latest, you went crazy and you beat me up. You did this. He's like, no, I didn't. No, you didn't. Like, yes, you did. And it was like, he's like, when the fuck did I do that? He's like, 2 weeks ago. Now they're going to
lobotomize you. Hold on. He said, look, I got to go get my partner, all right? I got to run this with my partner. Are you kidding me? You got no friends here. That should have told you something, too. When he said you have, because he wasn't the only person.
Let me guess. He didn't come. You never met him till the day.
He said he never worked with him before. Have you? You never worked with him before. No, I mean, listen. On this island with all these people, I trust this man. I mean, I have to trust him. You know, he's my partner. You never worked with him before, have you? No. No, I haven't. See,
I knew it.
this is you. It's all you.
You already lost.
You already
And
lost.
that's a dead giveaway because later on in the movie with the reveal, guess what they said? Andrew, we've done this before and you regressed.
And we never drugged
meaning
you.
that-
And we never
meaning
drugged you.
that meaning
We've done
that
this before,
they've
and
seen
you
all of
quickly
this before.
regressed.
He's like, we've seen all of this shit before. Even he'd seen it before. He's like, and because I got in that fight, we on German rules up in this shit. They're gonna have to go up with an ice pick up to my brain now. Thank you, motherfucker.
I think what was crazy is that
and he said, until you admit what's going on, you're gonna be just like me.
look, all I'm saying is like I think
I'm sorry, Chris, and that creepy part at the end, God help you. I was like, why would he say that to? Oh my God, he's really fucking nuts. Like that was another dead giveaway.
But I think that was crazy too when you think back to it. The amount of times they had to, I guess, not drug him to get him on that boat to simulate them going to the island every single time.
So
Well, hang on. Who's to say that they started with the boat angle?
The first time, who knows?
Oh yeah, that's true. Because in my head, I'm thinking every playing scenario, so it probably is like different scenarios.
They tried everything.
And another dead giveaway was probably one of my favorite scenes. Very short, but this is what happens when you have good acting going on. Leo's walking in the woods, trying to get back to the place. Pull up is the warden of the jail, played by Ted Levine, aka Buffalo Bill.
Ted Levine,
come on in.
Like Ted Levine, clearly telling him that
acted his ass off like, oh, you're a violent man.
He said, "No, you're a very violent man."
I mean, this is
no,
his favorite.
No. Oh, yes, you are.
I mean, he almost broke character by he honestly almost broke character, like telling, like freaking Daniels. He almost told him that it's Toretto Daniels. It always has.
No, sir, you're doing it wrong. You got to keep it in movie. It was Collie, Andrew. It was always Collie. You didn't want to see it.
Chris, how many times do I got to say it? 2 years of simulation. You can lay it on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm mad he didn't just do that. It was Collie, Andrew.
I'm not
always Collie.
He could actually reference his whole other character from another movie.
Put a lotion in the basket. Put the lotion in the basket.
That's why I said that's Sue's boy. That line in Fast and Furious was Toretto, Brian. It was always Toretto. You just didn't want to see it.
Like Solano is just fumes.
And that's the thing that gets me because he almost gives it away. He gives
family
the fumes.
It's like they're just she's just fumes.
Please listen to our Fast and the Furious podcast.
I hate the script writer for that first movie now. I hate the script writer for the first movie that put that
shit. Oh, Chris, Eris. Oh, now.
No, it's hot. No, because no. Sue over here just says it and then fumes, and then D was like, fumes, son of a bitch. And I was like, God, that was stupid, wasn't it? Damn.
Well, Chris Lieberman himself said that the writing was dumb.
We're thinking surface level dumb, like, all right, whatever.
No.
The fumes line.
This is on a level of dumb where you got me on as a special advisor, and I'm looking at these lines and I'm going, no one talks like this.
Click, boom.
With the exception of
nitrous oxide in his blood and a gas tank for a brain.
No, I'm just saying.
What 2001 writing is this?
Well, hold on though. Ja Rule was the exception because he clearly does talk like that.
Hey, yo, Ted, you was in Silence of the Lambs. No,
I needed the money, D. It was always the money.
I needed the money. But the thing that he had me with it, he said, "Nah, you
bills don't get paid."
I love the line, Eric, because this is the line I thought you was going to reference. Oh no, I know you. You're as violent as they come. I know you because I'm as violent as they come. But here's the thing: he was dropping knowledge.
No, the question is
Bars.
No, the question is how violent is your violence against my violence?
You see, God, that's God's gift. Violence.
Other day giveaway. There you are. We're wondering when you were coming around. I'm like, so you knew that he was out there and just said, fuck it, let's leave him to his own devices.
And then there was
we'll check back with him in a couple of hours.
And then there was a line that's kind of
for an afternoon stroll.
Look, I like how we got that. I like how we got that deep, thought-provoking moment though, where he does that. I gotta be honest.
Hold on, I got it.
No. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I got it because right before that, he says a very clever line where he's like, you don't know me. He's like, oh, I know you. I know everything about you. And he says, it's layered. I've known you for centuries. And when he says that, I get where he's coming from in the deep sense of, I know this violence. Our type of violence has been fighting for centuries.
You mean white people violence? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, yeah. But also... Good one, Chris. See, I knew that my Black Panther was going to finally rub off on you, my brother. Anyway.
It's going to be on January 6, 2.0 when that black woman wins.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff. Hit a bucket, shit, I'm getting clutch. Monkey spot a fiend, whip it up.
Ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of doing that. I was kind of milli rocking when Biden beat Trump the first time. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of milli rocking for that white man.
Oh man. Oh my God. No. I love it. And then Chris, and then he hits him with the good one. He stops the car, looks at him. If I were to sink my teeth into your eye, would you stop me before you go blind? You can try. That's the spirit. I love that line.
Dude, that's right up there.
That line.
That's right up.
Because real talk, that's some manly shit. Like, so we squared up right now. You telling me you gonna beat me, nigga? Like you telling me that you can stop me? You can try. That's what I'm talking about, dog. Go ahead, man.
That is
like, be with God, nigga. Be with God.
Hold on. That is 19. No. That is 1950s Ted Levine equivalent of my nigga.
Nah. That really was my nigga moment.
That when he says that, that's on par with fucking Ed O'Neill in Wayne's World. Is like if you stab a guy and it's cold outside. It's very warm. That shit. Where it's like, he has a point, but why were you thinking that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
steam was coming. Like steam came out of his body, but people believe that it was his soul escaping.
That line is so fucking hilarious, isn't it? That man was in a donut shop and they're talking. And he says that shit. I was like,
at the same time, you are out of line, and this is not the place for this discussion.
But that's a good question.
But at the same time, you are not wrong.
Yeah, no, it's like,
bro, I'm trying to enjoy my jelly donut here. They put sprinkles on it this time. I just want to enjoy it. Now I'm gonna be thinking about this all evening now. Thank you.
Oh, we got it. Look, hey Chris, I promise y'all. This is a promise to our fans. We are running to Wayne's World as soon as the new year starts. We probably will be doing that in January because we've been meaning to get to Wayne's World for a minute. So it might be in January.
But here's the thing.
Look around and let me find out there's one nigga in there and it will be in February.
Oh, there is. Possibly.
Oh, God. Not Tim Meadows. God love him to death, but he don't count.
Wow.
Like, here's Tim. The fuck, man?
What the fuck I do? Fuck me? Like,
What I do, man? Besides Keenan, me and him are the longest running members of Sam. Like, fuck you, man.
hey, real talk. That's why I like that scene.
I love Tim Meadows.
I like that
10
scene.
years
I like
Tim Meadows.
I like that scene between Chris Rock and Tim Meadows in the Grown Ups movies where they was like, I'm supposed to be the fucking big time black man in this town, not you. That both of them really like fucking arguing on who's the token black guy in the town had me fucking dying.
One of my favorite lines at all. One of my favorite lines of Mean Girls. We had his shirt off like, all right, girls, I'm gonna have you in here all night. I'm gonna have you in here until 5 o'clock.
But nah.
Hey, hold on, one more Tim Meadows. One more Tim Meadows joke. God, what was that shit? The whole one of my favorite was where Tracy Morgan was playing Aunt Jemima's husband, and he was like, "We're gonna tear it up. We're gonna get our own. We're gonna make our own liquor, and she ain't gonna get nothing from it. Ain't that right, Bo? Don't get me in." Tim Bo's over there, and like every other thing. I ain't in this. Don't you talk to me.
Nah, can I
Hold up. In the best part, you see Tracy Morgan like waving away these Disney birds away from him. He's like this. The hell are you swinging at?
That's Shutter Island right there.
Can I reference my favorite token black moment?
Which is
wait, where'd D go?
I don't know. I think D might be dying of laughter.
Well, fuck it. Anyway,
don't worry about it. I hear you. Go ahead.
No, okay, no. I was gonna say my favorite token black moment, and this is something that we only seen once and has yet to be done again. Hey, what are you doing? What do you mean? As you can see, I'm the only black guy that's supposed to be here at this party. Oh shit! Like damn, shit. I know. It's whack. Hey, look, my bad, brother. Hey, do your thing, man. Here you go. Here, like take the drink. Yeah, go on ahead. Yeah, I'll catch you later.
I mean,
one black guy quoted at an all-white party from Not Another Teen movie is still my favorite token black guy moment.
I love the fact that hold on. I was in the movie theater watching that scene. Do you know? And this is before the internet, so nobody knew this scene was even going to be in the movie. So I remember it's a packed out movie theater, Rivertown in the 2000s. So ain't nothing but niggas down there. The second we saw Sean, everybody was like, "Hey yo, hey man, I'm supposed to be the only black people." When I say that black people were rolling on the ground, shit. And hold on, and half of us. That's whack. Look, no. And you know how niggas is, you know how we get, because this was still during the time where we saw any bit of blackness, we were going to over cheer it. Hey, yo, bro, do your thing. We were like, that's right, that's what I'm talking about.
My man dapped him up.
We were like, that's right.
Bro, he dapped him up and gave him the courtesy drink and said, do your thing. And let
you got it, bro. You got it, my nigga. You got it, son.
You got it.
The one thing in this movie, and again, this is the antithesis of him going into lobotomy. To check to see if he still believes the delusion that he's the other person. I thought it was wild that they're having that conversation and he still calls him partner and they're going to go back to the mainland. I was like, oh, you're about to get lobotomized now.
See, this is honestly my favorite part of the whole movie was the end.
Yeah.
Because when like he's sitting there, smoking a cigarette, my man's like fully relaxed mode after he literally fainted after he was given that whole revelation of, oh my God, the investigation was really nothing more than a damn. This whole thing really was the S3 plan. Oh shit. Solid state. I literally got fooled by the solid state simulator. Oh my God.
You were never like this. You were never Eddie Daniels. That is not your real name. That's an anagram. Remember your rule of 4? Eddie Daniels is the same as the real name. Andrew Lattis is the same.
You took 2 names, bro. your name and your wife's name, and you swapped them around and played figure it out together.
No, the Rachel you're looking for never fucking existed. You're here because you don't want to cope with the fact that you killed your wife after she killed your 3 kids. Here's the sick part. We will all understand that type of stress. We can all understand why he snapped. Because, by the way, did I not mention in this movie, Leonardo DiCaprio went Super Saiyan with his acting. Oh my goodness, he acted his butt off.
I don't know, man. Let me ask y'all this.
And when he when he grabbed his daughter out the water, that yell.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. That wasn't the best. No, D. No. That wasn't the greatest part. He had all 3 children.
3 of them.
And did the yell, full panned away camera yell. But no, the part at the end was a man's relaxing, taking that cigarette, just looking around, trying to quote unquote figure out his situation. And
because he woke up, they gave him the water. He was like, so Andrew, how's it feel to be drugged again? And all people who get put back on their meds, Eris, all people that get put back on their meds.
Right.
Oh my God, thank you.
and freaking Sheen, and Dr. Sheenan, playing his partner, he just walks up to him and tells him, so what's our next move, man? We gotta get off this island.
My man got up and walked off.
No, I mean he told him. He's like, hey, Chuck, we gotta get off this island. We gotta get back to the mainland. He goes, yeah, you're right. We we gotta try to outsmart him somehow. Looking over at Ben Kingsley, he just gives him the simple. I like how it was completely inaudible, where you couldn't even hear it. Ben Kingsley having the most disappointed look, like, I failed. My experiment failed. After 2 years, all this failed. We got to do it. Go ahead, prep it.
And then Kingsley did this.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Max von Sydow, but with a smile on his face.
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch? I don't.
I mean,
so
that was an I told you so.
Max had it look like, because Max like this. 2 years. Also, he put a sedative in my neck a day ago.
And and hold on. And on top of that, he spent the last 9 months putting this plan together.
Mm-hmm.
So when he tells him, we got to get off this island, and when he's like, yeah, we got to outsmart them somehow. You know what? I got a question. Honestly, the best line in the whole movie. Is it worse to live as a monster or to die as a good man? Didn't stick around for the answer. He just asked him that question, got up, peacefully walked towards immunity, peacefully walked towards the orderlies. But if you noticed, Sheenan goes, Teddy, wait, what? When he called him by the name that that he went by, Teddy, you notice that he didn't respond back. And I said, oh, wait a minute. He's accepted what's happened, but he's also accepting the actual, the lobotomization. My man finally made peace with what, with the fact that he's been there for 2 years of what he did, and he's going for it. He's going for the operation.
And yet,
I'm like,
and you know what's funny? When we did Sucker Punch,
I was like, this is my favorite part of the movie.
You know what's crazy? When we did Sucker Punch, I think I do remember bringing up Shutter Island, because I was like, how is it that Shutter Island did the better ending of lobotomizing someone than Sucker Punch did?
Because first off, because Zack Snyder, first of all, can't spell lobotomize. Second of all,
God damn.
No, here's the Eris.
God damn.
low bottle. I would love to see the.
But then he did give us
There's a
bullshit.
Y in there somewhere.
Then again, he did give us the McDowells of Star Wars movies with Rebel Moon, so it tracks.
No. See, first of all, no Sucker Punch. No, Sucker Punch was two quarters of weeb fantasy in IMAX thrown at us.
You're right.
Come on, Emily Browning in a freaking sailor skirt with a samurai sword fighting ogre-sized like Shogun warlords and shit.
And Gen Zers.
Fair statement, I think.
Gen Zers. Stop trying to make that movie a thing. We need to give this movie a second chance.
We need a Snyder cut. No, we don't.
No,
we don't need this.
No, we don't. We are lucky that Zach was lucky that he got his money back.
Zach gonna give us a slow motion lobotomy, be like, we're gonna shoot a lobotomy in slow motion.
And just to work in the title, Chris, did you notice the lobotomization happened like a sucker punch?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That was not my attempt at humor. That legit happened in the movie.
I know. That being said,
I watched this man make a movie where he did people's slow motion farming. I didn't think it was my man that collects a check in every movie was out here with his black Negro sweat cutting wheat in slow motion. I'm like, you padded out 20 minutes of this shit for this movie? What are we doing here? Also, shout outs to you with the anime hands. Like,
no. I'm wiping sweat.
Oh, okay.
Slow motion.
Gotta see the muscle definition.
I know the muscle, like the veins popping, because ladies love the veins. So,
grabs the rope.
Man, it's like white people saw that scene in the Matrix where Keanu and what's the
Trinity,
fuck, and they was like, we got to redo it. We got to make it all slow and sexy. Like, stop.
I want to see pasty white people fucking. Oh.
But Harris, with what you said, oh, he knows it. You know, there are addendums to that too, where there's people that say no, he's still crazy, and he still think he's there. There's other people saying that he's not there. They don't think he got lobotomized. They think that something else may have happened to him. There are some other people saying that they start the whole process over again.
I thought they start the process all over again.
I don't think they do. I don't think they will. I don't think
this
they
man
will.
was a special case. They spent 2 years on him.
Like I said, it's amazing.
I keep saying it. 2 years.
2 fucking years.
I knew you saying 2 years like it's some sort of punctuation. 2 years. I'm staying on this. I'm like, I get it, Harris.
But
it's 2 years, and you got the awarded title of the most dangerous patient on this island.
Harris,
you are a problem.
It did. One of my favorite part, Ben Kingsley. No, I know. You're here with your partner. You're trying to crack the case on here. I heard this story 100 times, Andrew. Like that, and that's why I said I had to look at this movie like a film critic and look at the acting. I was like, oh my God, he really did. Like, dog, we've been over this. You are not a U.S. Marshal. You went crazy. That's what happened. You have not been a marshal in almost 3 years.
It's even worse. It's even worse than that, D. You see, when he gets that revelation that, you know, there's kids, it was his kids that were drowned. God, it's such a fucked up part. But I think the part that was even more fucked up was when he realized that his wife's birthday of turning 26 was 3 days ago. Which was all
It's not his fault that she was young, she had children. It's not his fault.
No. Sorry, I was just doing my classic Leonardo joke where after a woman hits 25,
Oh yeah,
that's why I said her 26th birthday was 3 days ago.
I'm 27 years old. Oh God, I'm scared.
Bro, the Thanos snapping of watching her turn to ash.
Now, you know what? This part got me too. Because there was two things that didn't make any sense to me. Okay, you said, oh shit. Oh God, I had to sneeze. You said that that your wife died of smoke inhalation. Okay, I get the whole ashes falling from the sky type of thing. Yada yada, woo woo woo. Somebody came over there, burnt the whole house down. But when he walks in, he looks to the side of the window, and you see the lake where his kids were drowned at. And I remember thinking to myself, God damn, thinking about some shit. But
D is in a psyop. This is the Three Black Geeks podcast.
Oh shit.
Sue just comes out of nowhere. What are you talking about? We're not Three Black Geeks. He's crazy again, guys. Time for that lobotomy.
We've been talking the whole time. What are you talking about?
Like, hey, D, wake up, man. We about to go on tour. Like, MD World Tour, man.
Nigga,
What?
don't
We
do that.
really
Don't
are?
do that.
Hey, Eris, huh? We are? T.I., come on, man. You better know all the fucking verses.
Man!
My career's riding on the line with you, nigga. So here's me, huh? I walk outside. Hey, yo, I'm Cameron. These are 18 bitches. They want to suck your dick. But you better not fuck up on that verse tonight. What verse? What verse?
Better be fire. It better be fire, D.
It better be fire, B. Yeah, look, I walk away. Hi, I'm Michael Jackson. I'm just randomly here. Hi.
No. Hold up. No. Around this time, this is nigga Mike. So, hey, what's up, man?
And then here's where D has a psychotic break.
No, hold on. And because Michael, real talk, y'all, Michael's a blur to his heart. So you be watching Adult Swim?
Nah, see, this is where D has a psychotic break. Coming around the corner, do-rag Eminem. That's when he really fucking loses. He did psychotic break like
so it's you.
He still got the blonde hair.
Like, so
that's that do-rag era, Em.
Here's me. Oh my God, Eminem. Yeah, oh my God, motherfucker. Listen to me. You're not going to take away my rap career. Hey, man. Like, hey, D, take my CD. Oh, I will. K-Dot? What's going on? All right, y'all. You know what's the Punisher? I just came out here. I just lit this whole crowd on fire. Hey, D. Hold on. I got this big pun. I love big pun. Hey, D. Come over here. Here's a woo. What up, y'all? The beat come on, Eris. I don't know what beat this is.
I mean, look, but that goes into what Sue said. 2 years.
Ooh,
This island, the Doctor should win like a Tony Award for all this shit easily. Like, can I put this in for an award, Nobel Peace Prize, something? Like
this man took, and best part was when he said, the doctors, we let you have a run of the place, for like the last several months or something like that. It's like you had to complete.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Y'all gonna find out you're actually 36. Stop it. No.
It's hard out there for a pimp.
Listen, I have no problem me finding out I'm crunchy black, okay?
She's just another hood in a hood. I told her I was country black and it was.
I'm just gangster walking in every damn video.
Told me to go ahead and
go
my wood.
But I really do think that he accepted one. He really accepted what what he did, what happened, because like he fully accepted it by saying, you know what, I killed my kids. Like my kids were killed because I didn't get my wife the help that she desperately needed, which caused her to kill the kids in the first place. So technically, by that, I indirectly killed my family. It wasn't cause and effect because think about it. He knew about her manic depressive nature and didn't take it serious. So when he thought just by a change in location, when she tried to burn down the apartment, when that didn't work, he decided, hey, we're going to move to this lake house instead. They moved to a lake house, and that obviously wasn't working because my man went off and came back from came back from a case where he was obviously away from the family for quite some time, comes back and discovers his kids are dead, and then his wife is like, I'm up here. I am done. Please set me free for the love of God. How messed up is that for you to come home from work and find out that your wife just 86 your children like that?
I mean, look, and that's the thing. I think that's the thing when we think about
you got no cell phone.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you think about
he didn't know nothing at all.
I mean, it's to what D was saying from the start. It's what D was saying from the start. It's like when you have a soldier that has PTSD, right? And clearly he ignored his wife being manic depressive because he had PTSD and he ignored it. And now he sees his wife is going crazy and clearly needed to go see a doctor. But again, it's I'm going to move them to maybe put them in a quiet place and it'll be fine. It's like, no, that's not the move there, buddy. Like
this was very 1940s. Hey, doc, the patriarchy. I'm not going to do nothing for her. I'm just going to do something that's going to make her feel better, but I'm not really going to do anything to change the situation. Like, that's what it felt like to me, man. Like, it was just one of those, like, just trying to alleviate the pressure off her. And it wasn't like he was doing anything wrong, you know. They didn't have that knowledge back then. So, of course, he's going to go, let's get you some fresh air. The country air will do you some good. Like, that's going to be the remedy. Breathing in country air.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's kind of echoing because, real life now, when people want to avoid their problems, they do kind of similar stuff to what Leo did, where it's like, oh, maybe if I do a hobby, that's going to break me away from whatever issues I need. I don't want to talk about kind of thing.
One a lot of people don't want to talk about. Let's have kids.
Yeah, let's have kids, even though we are look. The amount of people.
Mature. It's not even about being mature. Y'all both. One of you are crazy. One of you are legally crazy.
I mean, even like in this like society as a whole, because even when you look down to even the smallest thing, where people who are clearly in a fucked up situation of relationship, they're like, well, maybe if we move in together, this is going to be the thing that fixes it, or maybe we do this. Yeah. And his thing was like, move us to near the lake and water. It'll be serene and away from the city. This will be great. And it's like, I don't know if that
the great outdoors will do wonders.
Come on, she's a kooky. Come on, she's just a kooky broad. All I gotta do is make sure she's not around all the planes and stuff. She's gonna be all right. That's how your great grandparents talked. The Gen Zers.
Yeah, look, that's why people sit there and say some of these women need to stop saying, I'm gonna stay married like my grandma. I'm like, first off, your great grandmother did not have rights as a woman, so she had no choice but to stay with the husband.
Second of all, you do not have the fortitude to stay with somebody.
Honestly, you really don't. You like your best friends don't like being around you too long. What do you keep a man there? Also,
with the young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook with losing recipes.
I feel that was a conversation. This is a dark joke. I feel that was the conversation that Leo had before he walked into the house and noticed that his kids got killed.
Yeah,
where's the pot roast?
It wasn't the kids. It was the lack of a pot roast.
Pot roast was the top worry before he got to the dead kids. It was like, where's the pot roast?
Hey, baby, why you all wet? Where's the fucking pot roast?
By
the way, Ben Kingsley, you ain't shit for knowing your patient's so wet. Well, will you gaslit the shit out of them?
My man said, why are you all wet, baby?
Look, what did you say? Oh, you know what I said, nigga.
Lale-lule-lo.
Look, he lit that pipe. Oh, you know exactly what I said. You already know what I said, nigga. Don't do that. I've been hearing this shit for 2 years, dog.
Do this shit in my sleep. What are you talking about?
All right, the last
Yes,
thing
they
I
got
will
pajamas
say,
on, but it's cool.
Let me.
the last thing I will say.
No, let me ask you this question. You didn't rough up the guard downstairs too much, did you? By the way, that rifle is empty.
Also, what's the square root of 1?
Beat this nigga.
It's a math question. Square root
Sir,
of 1.
when he grabbed the pistol and he's like, "Go ahead, fire away."
Click.
He started shooting. He goes, "Wait, what? What the way that he snapped it into and just it crumbled into." It's like it's a toy, man.
Turning Luke Cage.
It's like it's a toy.
I like how they played the sound effect when he shot him. It was a loud banging. It was like a pow, pow. It was like it sounded cartoonishly loud. Whereas like that's on the level of me going, I got a Uzi.
Sir, why do you think I said that storm was literally like
again? Was there really a storm?
Somebody doing storm sound effects with their mouth, like my man from Police Academy.
Yeah. When's
You got a drummer in the back. Boom.
Like the fucking Blue Man Band here. Shit.
Nigga said the Blue Man Band.
You're right, because you are right. I was like, somebody just had a bucket of water and threw it on Leo and was like, there, storm, got you.
Now, the one thing and that's the last thing I wanted to say. When it came to there was 2 motifs in this movie, and this is what people wrote. It was water and fire. Everything you seen around fire that was fire around, or anything that lit a match or anything like that, never happened. It was something that was either altered in his mind where he thought it was something else or whatever have you like that. Every time you saw water, it symbolizes what the truth was. You drowned, you know what I'm saying? Your kids drowned. Remember, he was grabbing his wife in the beginning of the movie. Instead of seeing ashes, his hands were wet. So they're saying that water was actually truth, which goes into my thing. So the storm actually happened, right? But they're saying that the storm was actually symbolism for something else. You see what I'm talking about, right?
I mean,
you see what I'm talking about.
There's a lot of theories.
I mean,
Whole lot of theories.
I mean, that's what makes it so open-ended, because it goes from what we were talking about, like how long, Aris, Sue County saying 2 years. And then it's like, so are they just re-upping like every week on this study? Like, hey, 3 days we're going to do this, and then 4 days off, 3 days on, 4 days off, that kind of shit.
After a close observation, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we got to switch this up.
Like I said, Max von Sydow put a knife up that nigga's nose. That happened.
I mean, look, I think, it kind of brings up something. I think, when we talk about like prison reform and just people that are in prison, it's kind of wild to me that we used to actually in this country have crazy houses that were there to actually help people that were crazy. And now we just throw them in jail like it's nothing. And this isn't like saying that the Ben Kingsley, his experiments is necessarily like a thing or anything.
A lot of that stopped happening. And on top of that, asylums, much like hospices and other additional services that we may need, they're not very funded well. That's another thing. Also, hate to put that out there, but a lot of women get raped in those insane asylums. A whole lot of them. So yeah, that's another big thing. Also, there is that was very Third Reichish of you to experiment on that person like that. What did I do? It happens in these hospitals. So there's not too many asylums out there, man. There are different mental institutions, because just real talk, the way we were treating people in the asylums, it wasn't the right way to go. So some of the new medicine we're doing now is a lot better. So let's just put it that way. So that was Shutter Island. A mind F of a movie.
Oh, it's definitely it's one of those things where you forget that Scorsese did it until you see like, oh shit, Scorsese did do this. Because again, if you're a Scorsese fan, you kind of it's easy to overshadow his other movies with things like Goodfellas and Casino, because those are the ones that everybody knows and all that stuff. So you forget
Yeah.
some of the other stuff that he did, and it's like, oh shit, he did do that. Damn, I'm tripping.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things I do always like about, at least I wouldn't say late stage Scorsese, but yeah, we forget like this. Like, come on, man, this dude got range, man, with his range as a director, man. He's done a lot of stuff, man. The writer of the movie is the screenplay of the person that did the screenplay. Actually did the script. Was a woman. She did the script for Alexander, Night Watch, Pathfinder. She was one of the producers for the Birds of Prey show and the Bionic Woman show that came out. She was also a screenplay writer for Terminator Genesis.
Gross.
And she
Gross.
But she didn't lead a Battle Angel.
I was saying she did lead a Battle Angel. So hey, man, we all can't get home run.
But my thing is this: it's like when I look at that list, though, it is kind of like it's like a lot of writers. They're gonna have some good stuff, and they're gonna have some bad stuff that they were on, and it just that's the par for the course. So it's like you to your point, you did Terminator Genesis, Alita Battle Angel, not bad, nothing crazy.
The cinematographer is Robert Richardson. He has worked on many different movies. He worked on JFK, The Aviator, Hugo. He actually worked on Platoon, Born on the 4th of July, Inglourious Bastards, Django, Hateful Eight, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The writer did our
wow.
What D? I mean, I'm sorry. What Chris?
The writer did our favorite movie, Ambulance.
Oh, she did. Oh. Speaking of, just a quick thing. Actually, you know what?
Good old racism. Good old racism. Good old racism, son. That was God. That part was good old racism.
But what are we saying, Sue? D about next week? What do we got? I mean, that is Halloween week officially.
Yeah, that is Halloween week. We're probably going to have to. We're either going to do it on the day of Halloween, probably not. But I want to do it on the 30th, something like that. Whatever. But the point is, for Halloween this year, we are going to do cinema once again, and this time Black cinema, and it is quite cinema, and it's a movie that we wanted to do for a while. Jordan Peele's Get Out. It's finally time for us to talk about Get Out. We never had an official review of this movie. We have had me and Chris talk about it on the JVS show before, but we never really sat down and talked about this movie. So now it's the time to talk about no bullshit. What are these fears in life? The liberal white people being the ones that are going to trap me.
Liberal and
living in DC is a constant fear of what I have with white folk.
Look, all I will say is this:
I voted for Kamala, nigger. That's what it feels like.
All I will say, it kind of ushered in. Look, I would say this:
I would have voted for Barack Obama a third time.
Get Out ushered in an era where it was like, yes, we've had black horror and kind of stuff before, but like Jordan Peele kind of ushered in this thing where it galvanized a lot of new up and coming black writers to kind of mimic his style, to varying degrees of quality.
Black horror, and I mean this, it's still going through a lot of growing pains.
Yeah,
we're still not where we wanted to be. The shit we did in the 70s and 80s was cute, but it was nothing really groundbreaking or big time. Like, we still mentioned Vampire in Brooklyn. We talked about it. It's all right. It's not really a horror movie. And then the black horror movies we do get are either really good in a cheesy way, or it's like, it's all right. We never had too many just be a home run. A lot of people want to say Tales from the Hood, but I know a lot of people that don't like Tales in the Hood. So you see what I'm saying? It's weird, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just, but it ushered in that kind of era where everybody was like
we gotta put this horror and make it socially aware of how white people put us in fear of this and that and all the other, which, if written well, they're great. Where you can mix in the shit that we go through with daily shit, just dealing with white people. If you can mix that in and make it horror and it's written well, it's super good. If it's hacky, if it's done by somebody who clearly was raised around white people and barely been raised around black people, it's gonna come off corny.
But it's also the thing of like it highlighted that it's an anomaly where only Jordan Peele was able to accomplish it. And I think it's because when you look at like the movies that Jordan Peele did, it's not like he wasn't cranking them out like every year and burning himself out. It's like it's very spread out to where if he's going to do this movie, I'm going to take my time on this shit. And this is what you're going to get versus other people where it's like, all right, I got this success, move on to the next. And it's like, well, like, did you give yourself time to really think about what worked in your last project before you did, you know? And
I will say this, much like Get Out, I want us to do Us one day, but Us to me, I was looking for it to be more scary. I didn't watch it to look at it for not so much the references, but the underlining story it was trying
undercurrent.
To, you know what I mean? There's an undercurrent. Like, it's kind of stupid, the whole hands across America thing, but
hands
was that symbolic? But me and I told you when we was watching, like, how was it? We're like, this is about a C. But you and me was like this. That means something. What? Like, that's symbolism for some shit. So
I think, and also not burning the lead here, but that ending to Get Out was definitely one of those like, okay.
I just wanted to point out that Anthony Oliver Scott of the New York Times wrote in his review that's about Shutter Island, something terrible is afoot, and that something turns out to be the movie itself.
Jesus Christ.
It's weird. There is a small contingent of critics that do not like this movie. The audience absolutely love it. Some critics absolutely love it, but there's this contingent of critics that ew, doo-doo juice and throw it away.
What?
Bro, hold up. Our local print, the Washington Post, negatively described the film as just being one word, weird.
I mean, is that really a slur?
Negatively described.
Who had the weekend shift and gave up that weak excuse?
That was Ann Hornaday.
Whoever's the editor at the Washington Post at that time.
Who was the film critic of who's the film critic for the Washington Post? Negatively described it as just simply weird.
That's that bullshit.
That's that bullshit. I know. I know that's that bullshit.
I mean, I'm sorry it wasn't as eloquently, put as something terrible is afoot, and sadly, that something turned out to be the movie. I'm sorry, that's a bar.
I mean, yeah,
that's a bar.
And it's actually the movie. Hello, I work for the Washington Post.
New York. No. That was Anthony Scott of the New York Times. Washington Post couldn't be bothered. They just put one word. Weird.
The way you said it couldn't be bothered as though it was just like, oh, they could be bothered to give us.
Hey, Chris, you know what it reminds me of? You know how we leave the movie theater? Here comes one of the girls. How'd you like the movie? Weird. Look, us. Weird, and walk off.
Hey, CJ was with me when we just came out of a very, very recent screening. Dude asked us, so what you guys think of the movie? Here's me. No.
I just said painfully mediocre and just kept going.
And he repeated it too, like, okay.
Well, all right.
He just said no. Okay.
My favorite one, and Chris was there. What movie was that? No, you was there too, Eris. We walk out of X-Men. So I ain't like the movie. Throw that shit away. That's exactly what I said. I walked off.
Like, all right, throw that shit away.
I'm sorry. There's a joy there's a joy of just being black film critics where we can just say that shit and then like white
Let me
click
tell you
people
something.
like
I
just
am dead serious. One of my goals in life was to do some Jay Sherman shit, and I get to be Jay Sherman. What do you think about the movie? It stinks and just walks off. So every now and then we get a bad movie. Me and Chris go like, "How do you guys like the movie?" Like, because here's the thing. Especially here's the thing. Especially it's a movie that when we left mall, all of us laughing our ass off, right? So what did y'all think of the movie, Eris? This movie was bad. This movie is terrible. I mean, your laughter in his voice.
Yeah. I did do that. I remember having a good laugh walking out. So what you think of the movie? Oh, this was terrible.
and then there's other times where we get
I said, son, this thing had something in common with Baskin Robbins. It was 31 flavors of awful.
a 2-pack of ass. Shit stinks.
Man, and Chris, I'm mad that you used that for that, man, because no, when you put the 2-pack of ass up, that's you giving it 2 out of 10 stars and below. That's when you give it a 2-pack. When I saw Fantasy Island, I bet that hear me good, motherfucker.
I want people to understand. You need to listen to our Fantasy Island episode. I was one of those people that I remember seeing a trailer for that movie, and I was like, "That's a choice."
You were like, and I remember you was like, "I don't know, D. Blumhouse did it."
Hey, it's Blumhouse. Right. It could be Gibson.
Now, a week that came out a week before, Chris didn't really hear nothing, and I told Chris, I'm like, "Yo, I just seen this movie." Chris is like this. Wait a minute, just see what? Fantasy Island. How was it? Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie. Like, it's the worst movie of the year. D, it's still January. I know. Oh.
But anyways, yeah, that's it for that, and we will see you guys next week for Get Out.
See y'all. Peace, or is it peace, or is it Mr. Landis?
Black people, niggers.
I will.